Hello everyone, welcome back to the Utahlk Podcast. I hope you're having a good day or night depending on when you listen to this. Last week's episode, we went over coronavirus conspiracies, and if you haven't listened to that, go check that out right now before you listen to this. And for today's topics, we're going to be talking about Elon's new baby, and then hype clothing. Is expensive, more worth it? And then finally, we're going over is Tik Tok cringe. Long story short, yes it is. And more on that later. Hello everyone. Before we get into today's podcast, I'd like to thank our sponsorship, Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's a free app that can be downloaded on any app store. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor acts as an HSS feed, which means that it will automatically distribute your podcast onto different platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with Anchor with no minimum listenership. Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Go download Anchor today. Alrighty, now that we've had a quick word from our sponsor today, we're ready to get into our first topic. Elon Musk and his girlfriend Grimes have recently welcomed a new baby boy into their lives. Congratulations! Perhaps you've seen all the memes about it. At first, I thought it was a joke, but then today, I found out that it wasn't a joke. He has named his son... We haven't figured out how to pronounce it yet. Even Elon and his girlfriend Grimes haven't completely agreed on it. But it's spelled X and then A-E, and the A and the E are connected to each other. And then A-12. And then his last name is Musk. And really, we don't know what to say.
Don't know how to pronounce it.
It's the weirdest thing.
He's gonna get bullied.
Yeah, he's
the next element on the freaking periodic table.
Yeah, we're calling out right now. He's gonna get bullied. I feel bad for this kid in advance. So, what they've said about it is, so Grimes and Elon have both given their different explanations as to where they got the name and why it's pronounced. And so, the Canadian singer Grimes, whose real name is Claire Elise Boucher, she's said that it's... Let's see if I can pull up the article. She said that the X is just X, like it's an unknown variable like it is in the math equations. And then she says that the AE... It's Elven for AI, for artificial intelligence, which is what Elon's companies are really trying to get into right now. She's also said that it means love in several other languages. And then they have the A-12, which Elon said it was something about code. And then Grimes is saying it's after their favorite airplane, which can fly at 2,000 miles an hour. I believe it was called the SR-71. Yeah, Daxton's got the name down. And so, I've never seen a name like this before. Like, California might actually not allow them to name their baby this because they only allow the 26 letters of the English alphabet for names. And there's only 2 letters in this, and then we have 2 symbols and 2 numbers. So Elon, he's got 5 other kids. He's got a pair of twins, and then he's got triplets. They all have regular names. We're not entirely sure why he's chosen to go this direction for his new son with his GF Grimes. But you just thought it was real weird. And Daxton, do you have any comments or opinions on that?
Her name is Grimes?
Yeah, his girlfriend's name is Grimes. That's her singer name.
That's a nice name. That is a very nice name.
What do you think of the name XAE A-12?
I mean, personally, I'm not gonna lie on this channel. on this podcast.
Yeah, we're not fake news.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If I was named XE-AA-12, whatever, I can't even pronounce it. I'd feel like I was a slave or a fetching experiment.
Yeah,
No
this is
offense.
like Star
No
Wars
offense.
stuff where they have all the clones, their numbers. But Elon's also said that like the little AE, like the wingding type thing.
American Eagle.
Yeah, it's American Eagle. He said that it's pronounced Ash, and like he could be called Asher.
Oh, yeah.
In the future.
That's a good.
Yeah, in the future. These are going to be future
if the name
names.
doesn't stick.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just in the future. We're just gonna all be code names. Like we're gonna be clones, like CT5555. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, he gets bragging rights. He's like, "Yo, Elon is my fetching dad, dude. He's a freaking billionaire. What do you got? You're fetching poor, bro." Not that there's anything wrong with being poor.
You're still a good person.
Yeah, you're awesome. Work your way back up there.
Just be yourself. Yeah.
Alrighty, I think we've covered everything on this segment. So never mind. Daxton has something he wants to say.
So for our next topic, we're gonna be talking about cheap versus expensive items. Is the extra cash worth it?
But before we get to that, hopefully our RSS feed, Anchor, they're a sponsor for this episode. Hopefully we'll be getting another ad from them. So there might be an ad roll right now, or it might just go into the next topic. So we'll see you there.
Okay, hey guys, we're hopefully back from the ad because
We don't know if it rolled or not. We hope it did.
yeah. So for our next topic, I said it earlier, we're gonna be comparing cheap versus expensive items. For example, Louis Vuitton versus generic clothing.
Which is more worth it? The more expensive stuff that's really marked up, or just the cheap stuff that's decent?
Maybe you can
Brand
abuse.
names.
Yeah, brand names versus regular Joe clothes. Alright, Daxton, what are your opinions on this? What do you think of all these like Gucci type brands?
I mean, I will admit, the clothing does look nice and unique. But to me, it's not worth. To me, I have like a few things that make clothing worth it for me. For example,
Yeah.
durability is number 1, style is number 2, and 3. Just 2. There's just 2. That third
Alright,
one
just
was a
2.
joke.
Yeah. You got pranked. Yeah, Daxton's kind of the stylish one of the group. But my personal opinion on this is like I don't care about clothes at all. Like if it's cheap and looks good, I'm sold because you save money, looks good. Everyone wins.
Save money, live better. Quote by Walmart.
Yeah. But like I've followed Gucci on Instagram for a little bit on there. And they posted pictures of like these weird looking models just like walking down the runway, and they've got some really freaking weird stuff. Like I know there's this one clothing brand, it wasn't Gucci, I don't remember what it was, but it was basically just a white t-shirt except everything was cut off of it except like the buttons and the collar and the sleeves, so it was just kind of like the outline of a t-shirt, and the dude was wearing nothing underneath. And it was like a $2,000 shirt, and I don't really understand that. Just because like you can get a regular white button-down shirt from the store for like $10 and
Do
just
it
cut
yourself.
it yourself. Yeah, you can just DIY everything. Like there's no need for this expensive stuff.
Yeah, like a $500 purse. It's basically like a $20 purse. Just you treat it differently.
Yeah, with this, we've established that you're not buying super expensive materials. It's just the brand has hype and recognition, and so like they take like a $20 shirt and they put their logo on it, mark it up like 1,000%. and just sell it for that.
Get crazy profit.
Yeah, this is, it's not fashion, it's business. There's just really weird stuff. Like you got the country from, or the capital from Hunger Games. It was like Panem, I think. In the movies, you just see like they're in these really flamboyant, incredibly odd looking clothing, and they got like weird stuff etched into their hair. And I remember like as a kid, like everyone in the theater was just like, oh, what the heck, that's real weird. And then like today, Gucci's just like, hey, that's some good stuff right there. I think I'm about to plagiarize.
Make it theirs. Make tons of money off of it.
I kind of understand the hype. Like, I will admit, people that wear hype clothes, they do look good. Just, they are a different type. They're a different breed. They're a little bit snobbier.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
they want to show off.
Yeah.
That they have money. That they can afford it.
Yeah, it's more about showing off wealth than looking good.
That's really what their intent is.
Like, there was the meme back in the day of, like, the dude, he's standing in line, and, like, this interviewer's, like, coming up to him, and he's like, so you've been standing in a line for, like, 4 hours for a crowbar? He's like, yeah, man, I'd want a crowbar. A crowbar is the freaking stuff, you know? And they're like, so you're just gonna buy a crowbar that says Supreme on it? And then the dude's just like, oh, I didn't know it said Supreme on it. I'm completely oblivious to that. It's like, yeah, dude, shut up. And it's like Supreme, I think they sold a brick with their logo on it for crazy expensive. Yeah.
I mean,
they sell all sorts of things for crazy expensive.
I mean, they collabed with the North Face. They made a backpack, and I looked it up. It's $170, or at least it was. Sure, it was water resistant and stuff, you know, and pretty durable. But you can get a North Face backpack that's the exact same for like $60 or $70, just as water resistant.
Or even waterproof.
If you're interested in looking hype but not spending money, I suggest you go on to like Alibaba or AliExpress, because if you're buying off that website, you're buying it straight from the manufacturer in China. You can get it for crazy cheap, and it's almost the same thing. People won't be able to tell unless they're like crazy into it and they're looking at it with like a microscope.
Crazy OCD.
Yeah, they're crazy OCD about it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything else, Kellen, that you'd like to say?
Apple headphones.
Yeah, AirPods.
And Beats.
AirPods.
They're so expensive.
Well,
I mean, they have good sound quality.
Yeah, they sound real nice.
But like, look at other ones like Skull.
I did get a pair of $40 headphones. They're wireless. They probably don't fit as good as Apple AirPods do in your ears, but mine are fully waterproof. I could go underwater with them.
Yeah, in Apple AirPods you can't do that.
Yeah.
And they're like 4 times as much.
Yeah.
The thing I will admit about Apple AirPods is they do have really nice sound quality. I haven't tried any earbuds that, like, I haven't tried any earbuds other than AirPods, really. And the ones that I have tried, they just don't sound good. They get super quiet, super easy, just because, like, they get filled with, like, all this nasty gunk and stuff. But AirPods, like, they don't have, like, the little rubber thing that keeps it in your ear. And taking that off really helps keep it clean and keep it nice and loud and good noise quality. And just with other earbuds, you can't get that. And then with Beats, I have a pair of those. The wiring and, like, the technology stuff inside of it is real good, because those are the greatest sounding headphones I've ever worn. Just the headband that, like, keeps it supported on your head actually cracked, because it was just like cheap plastic, and like I was looking for replacement parts on that online, and you can replace it for like $5, which is just ridiculous. I'm sure that the internals cost a lot more than the plastic parts, but they still don't cost that much.
If you're paying that much for headphones, they should use like aluminum.
Yeah,
they should be waterproof.
Yeah, we do understand though that the company has to make a profit. Just these are some really well-reported companies that they could probably tone it down with cash money, you know?
Yeah.
Probably sell more, probably make the same amount, maybe even more, even if it was
Yeah, they'll
cheaper.
sell more if it's cheaper. Like, it'll balance it out. It's kind of like supply and demand. Like, when Apple in the early days, Steve Jobs, he created it with a vision of having easy access to affordable technology, and Tim Cook took over, and everything's just got crazy expensive. Like, every year we get a new iPhone that just adds another camera, and that's about it.
Yeah, up
And
to
an extra
$1,000.
Yeah, and they up it like $500 each time. But now they've got the iPhone SE, which it's basically just an iPhone 8 with an iPhone 11 chip in it.
A13.
So it's just a smaller phone, but it's more powerful. But the going price for it it's $400 for the base model with 64 gigs. And then the good thing about this one, instead of like upping it by like 100 or 200 for another like 64 gigs, it's only up by 50. So with the 128 gig, it's like 450, and then with the 256 gig, it's 500. So that's something good that they did this year, and hopefully we'll be able to see a decline in price with those. Yeah, and hopefully we don't get more than 3 cameras. Like, they need to just offer like what they're doing with the Pro Max with the 11. Just those phones need to be targeted more towards photographers, not towards us for more expensive stuff, just for like an extra camera or two.
You can buy a real camera for one.
Yeah, real camera. And then with the Apple Watches, like those are the bane of your money's existence, because the AirPods, they're expensive, the iPhones, they're expensive, iPads, those are expensive.
Well,
and then
the base model is $330.
Yeah, the base model is cheaper, but if you want something nice for like creating like nice podcasts like we do, you're gonna want to have something more expensive. But with the Apple Watches, like, you got the standard Sport Edition, which goes for like $200, I think. But then they have like the Apple Watch Edition, like the ones made out of gold that are going for like $10,000. Like, why would you want like just buy a classy watch? You know, like Rolex. Like, those still aren't worth money, but it's way classier. And then they have the Hermes Apple Watch, which is just it's just the regular computer just wrapped in leather.
The reason I wouldn't buy a Apple Watch Edition is because in like 2 years the technology inside is just gonna be bad.
Yeah, you
they're
got
gonna keep upgrading it and upgrading it.
Yeah, so there's the 1-3-5 rule. 1 year, it'll be replaced. In 3 years, they'll stop like updating it and stuff, and then in 5 years it becomes obsolete. And that's just like a general rule for technology. And then there's the new, what is it, Mac Pro?
Yeah.
The top model's going for like $40,000. Like,
crazy expensive.
Unless you're like making Skyrim 6 or Elder Scrolls 6, you don't need that computer, you know, because you're not making any open world games. Just get a MacBook Pro.
You're saying I don't need that $40,000 computer for Word?
Oh no, you don't need it for Word, dude.
Dang it, man!
Yeah, you
already spent the money.
Yeah, you could use your freaking Walkman. You could use your Sony Walkman for Word nowadays. Freaking you can mod your freaking calculators, and they can like do the same crap as some of these expensive computers.
It's insane. Technology these days.
Yeah.
I mean, I would buy the 6K display they have, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is high quality.
Oh, I don't think the human eye can even perceive like 6K. Like,
It can.
it is? It can?
Yeah.
I thought it like around like 5K we stopped being able to notice differences.
You can notice detail.
Yeah. So, I'm not professed in Samsung technologies, but I know Daxton is.
Dude, it's sick.
Are Samsungs more expensive?
Yeah.
Are they that crazy? Yeah.
They have like a...
Are they worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're worth it. They have like a TV, it's called a QLED. I can look it up.
So what are their nice phones going for? And what do they got on Apple?
Let's see.
The new Samsung, the S9, I think.
I don't know anything about Samsung. iPhone game.
So Samsung, sorry Taylor. So So Samsung has a Galaxy Fold phone or a Galaxy Z. It's $2,500 for a phone that folds out into a tablet, a mini tablet, 7 inches big, about this big.
Instead of having the new Nintendo 3DS, Samsung has come out with the new Nintendo 3DS.
That folds up into the size of a freaking phone.
Yeah, I don't see why you'd want to have a phone that folds, because like, especially if it's going to be the shape of a square, like videos aren't really going to be in the shape of the square. They're like in the shape of a rectangle, like a regular phone. Unless you can watch 2 videos at a time, which would be awesome, because then I could be watching Revenge of the Sith twice at the same time, which would be pretty freaking legendary.
Get all the quality.
They're on their 20th edition phone.
And it's 5G, so...
Oh, 5G. You're going to get the coronavirus
Don't
from
buy
this. And then what was... I think it was the Samsung S7. That was the one that was having problems with the exploding, you know? Or was it the Note?
The Note 7.
Yeah, the Note 7. I mean, that thing was going up in flames for some reason.
It took down a plane. A plane had to land in a field because of one. It exploded in a lady's hand or something, and she dropped it, and it just went...
Yeah, Samsung and vape have the same thing in common. They'll explode in your pockets for no reason.
I think vape is a part
Or
of
up to
your And then we've also got companies that are like recognizing that all this stuff is crazy expensive, and they're trying to tone it down a bit. Like my man's Elon Musk, talked about him earlier, about his baby. He's trying to get electric cars. He's trying to down the price so people can get more affordable, sustainable energy vehicles. Like, I think Daxter was telling me the Model Y started at like $33,000, which, if I remember correctly, like a couple years ago, it was probably at like $100,000. And then with the new Cybertruck, my absolute favorite, my dream car that I will own one day, that's starting out at like $40,000 for the single motor. And then it's going up to like $69,000 for the tri-motor. And so they're trying to just make it so we can have a greener future, less gas, less pollution and stuff.
But still have a super efficient car.
Yeah,
the truck.
Oh yeah.
My dad recently bought a BMW i3, which is an electric vehicle. I don't know what year model it is, but if it was the year where it has a range extender. Its range is like somewhere around 150 miles, and then with the range extender, I don't know how far it goes. But we got that, and holy crap, electric vehicles are so much better than gas vehicles.
And they're quieter.
Yeah, they're so quiet, and it's the sickest thing ever, because like you just put the power down on that pedal, and like it doesn't even make a noise, and you just freaking cruise down the road. Like it's so quiet you can hear the tires. Like I've got I think it's a 2011 Subaru Impreza that I'm driving around right now. Oh, my voice just went southern accent right there for a second. But it's like something's loose in it. It's burning oil crazy fast. It's gonna have to get replaced.
It's gonna die.
Yeah, it's gonna die soon. It's the loudest car ever. Like it's louder than like someone who with a sports car that takes off their muffler. Like it's just crazy loud. And then I get my dad's BMW. I've only driven it like twice, but it's awesome. It's just so quiet. It's 0 to 60 in like 5.6 seconds, I think. And it's just so sick, and it just chills in our garage and just charges all day. And then when you go to take it out, you just power it on. You can't even tell that it turns on. It's just so quiet. But electric cars, they're definitely of the future, and they're trying to get those less expensive, just because they want an affordable future, just to protect our planet, you know.
And they have self-driving mode. I mean, that's something I want.
Yeah, that's expensive right now. That's the thing about self-driving is it's expensive right now already, and they say it's gonna get more expensive. So that kind of defeats the purpose of talking about self-driving with this.
Yeah.
But it's just awesome to see these companies just like recognize something like that, and they're like, oh, people can't afford this, let's make it more affordable. But we brought this up in our Cybertruck episode, which was December of last year. Weston, he hasn't been here, but he'll be here on the next one, hopefully. And he was just he brought up something we hadn't thought about. He's like, what about, when is it that we're gonna cut corners to get super cheap? So maybe expensive could be a good thing in that department, because safety, you know? But like Gucci and Louis Vuitton, like more expensive, that's not gonna keep you safe. But like with like security systems, cars, stuff like that, we're
That's
only
what you need to worry about.
Yeah, we don't need super cheap stuff there. We need it cheap, but we can't have it crappy yet. Affordable.
I mean, like back to clothing, if that's okay.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
So like I say there's 3 categories.
Yeah.
There's the cheap and stuff, you know, that like where you run down a hill and your pants tear.
Yeah.
Or there's the medium or the affordable type that a lot of people have, and it can be cheap and good quality. There's the overrated, expensive hype clothing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're a bad person if you own that.
Yeah.
But
Just showing off your bling. Your bling.
Bling bling boy.
Oh yeah.
come on, son.
And one of the categories I really like is stuff that's super cheap, but like is just bomb proof. Like there's some shoes that I've had. I normally go through a pair of shoes in like a month.
Yeah.
But I have these. I've got Nike SBs. Those pretty cheap. They've lasted me almost a year, which is insane for me. And then I've got some Led Zeppelin Vans. Those are hype. They're not cheap, but they definitely have tested the time. Like the painting they've got on it, that's starting to wear off. So I might retire those shoes because those are real cool.
Yeah.
But like they're expensive and they're definitely holding up to the test.
I mean, I have some hiking boots. They're Solomon's, and those things are bomb-proof.
Oh yeah, I love those shoes.
They're actually worth the price. I mean, you can walk through a freaking river in them. And
They're waterproof.
Yeah, I love those shoes. They're so comfy. I just wear them around the house even. And then
Normal day.
going along with the expensive but are real durable, there's something that's expensive but not real durable. They're called sunglasses. Don't know if you guys have heard of those.
By William Painters.
Yeah, by William Painters. That's what we're invested in right now. They're cheaper, they're metal, they're super durable.
And you have to tell them what type of metal they are.
Are they space grade aluminum? Right? Titanium. They're titanium.
Steel.
Yeah. William Painter, if you hear this, sponsor us, bro. We'll rock those glasses.
I mean,
then I'm a cross country cyclist, so I wear sunglasses whenever I go out biking, and I've got these POC glasses. They're $300, but they're made out of plastic, and like the frame isn't even connected to it. It just like snaps on to the lenses. But they're super bendable, and they would break if I landed on them or anything if I crashed.
They fell off and ran over them.
Yeah, a couple, like I think 2 years ago, I had these glasses. They were super cheap, but they were crazy durable because I went on a ride right after a race and I was super tired, and I took a corner and I was just kind of like being delirious, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try and go faster on this corner, no brakes. And so I did it, and I wasn't able to get any traction, and I couldn't brake in time fast enough. And so I went straight through a bush, and a stick went through my front wheel, and it locked up my front wheel, and it sent me over my handlebars. And I was just so tired. I didn't even put out my arms just to like break my fall or anything.
Yeah.
So I landed straight on my face. Like my entire face got covered in like scabs and crap. But I landed face first, and there was a rock pointing up straight out of the ground. And if my sunglasses would have been like some crappy cheap ones, or expensive cheap ones, and that would have broke, I probably would have lost an eye. But these are like some really crazy durable crappy glasses. I still have them, but
they're affordable.
Yeah, they're affordable.
That's awesome.
And they've got a massive scratch on them. And
what about
saved your vision?
What's your opinion on Oakley glasses? Are those durable?
Oakley glasses, So they're kind of the same with the pot glasses I was talking about. They're made of plastic. I'm not sure about the lenses. I think the lenses might be glass, but I'm pretty sure they're plastic. They're like the monochromatic or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But they're super expensive. I wouldn't trust them in a crash. Like, those things, you snap them in half crazy easy. I will admit that they do look good. Like, my dad's got a pair of Oakley Holbrooks.
Yeah, they do look good.
Yeah, they're super sick. They're like thick. They got the part that goes over your, I don't know what they're called.
You mean the thing that goes over?
Yeah.
Straight over.
And they've got these pretty sweet red lenses that are, they're glass, they're red. They got like the monochromatic technology or whatever. I like those. They're nice, but they're just not durable. Like the William Painters we were talking about. Like, I'm sure anyone that has watched YouTube and is listening to this right now has seen the William Painter commercials. They just start out, they're like, we bought these glasses, they were like $240. Let's do a durability test. And they like twist them and they snap in half.
And they compare them to, they're actually made of the same plastic as $5 sunglasses.
Yeah.
He says it in one of his videos.
Yeah, the thing about cheap plastic sunglasses and expensive plastic sunglasses is it's noticeable that the expensive ones, that they're more symmetrical, so they fit your face better. But back to the William Painters, like, they break the expensive plastic glasses, and then they grab a pair of their William Painters. They're made of titanium, and they're like trying to break them and crap. They're so much more durable.
Crazy durable.
And they like
They're
step on
so
them. They
much
just go
cheaper.
boom.
And these are some pretty nice looking sunglasses too.
Yeah,
They're really sleek.
They have some called the Loom, and they look like Tony Stark sunglasses. But
Oh,
they're
yeah.
made of titanium.
What's the price range?
They're about from 130 to all the way to 240 for the limited edition ones.
But they're made out of titanium and crazy durable.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
Have
this
them for
one.
your lifetime.
Yeah, they have this one called the Hook. It opens soda bottles and beer bottles.
Yeah, I've seen
It
that
goes-
one. Yeah, so it sounds like they're still marking up their prices quite a bit, but they're a lot more durable and a lot sleeker. Like, these glasses, they're giving me like a Christian Bale Batman vibe. Like, they're classy and they're dope at the same time.
And if you get them, you can be like, yo, try to break my sunglasses.
Give you $20 if you can. You don't break them, you give me $20.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with
Just
the
punch them.
I'm gonna get a Cybertruck and I'm gonna be like, yo, here's a sledgehammer, swing at it, you know? I'll do
Or
that with
drag
my William
race,
Painters too.
Or have tug wars with your truck.
Oh yeah.
I saw a video where it was pulling forward up a hill.
Yeah, that was a sick video.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I wanted to cover another category of expensive and cheap.
Yeah.
And that is, I just thought of this, action cameras.
Oh
Like
yeah.
GoPro versus DJI's Osmo Action.
Oh yeah, I've got some experience with this actually.
What would you say, Taylor? Because I want to get a GoPro, but what should I get? A GoPro or a DJI or another action cam?
Isn't a DJI a drone?
Yeah, but they make action cameras now too.
Oh yeah. Well, GoPro, I'd say, like, I'm not sure. I don't know about drones all that much, but I'm sure that GoPro has some mounts that they can put to drones. But with DJI, if they're making action cameras for their drones, I'd probably go with that. Cause like you don't mountain bike or anything like that really, and I'd say a GoPro is more for a on-body camera. But with DJI, you could capture some pretty sick shots with that. But I've got experience with GoPro and another action camera. I don't remember what the brand was. I think it was Polaroid. But the Polaroid one, it's just like a white cylinder and it's just got a lens. It doesn't come with instructions on how to record. The battery lasts like 10 minutes. And it's just in it. And you can't wear it on your chest either. You gotta wear it on a helmet or handlebars or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's real cheap quality, and it costs about the same as a GoPro. But with GoPros, like, you got the GoPro app where you can like see what it's recording and control it with your phone.
They're bomb-proof.
Yeah, the GoPros they're really durable, especially if you put them in like the waterproof casing thing they have.
Yeah.
GoPro, they used to be more of a select thing, like more expensive. but more worth it. And now they're kind of being like Apple, where they release a new GoPro every single year, and it keeps racking up the expensive stuff. But they are getting nicer quality, and I really like watching GoPro footage.
It's so high quality, it's cinematic, it's like fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's like you're in the moment, like you're watching it in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And VR with GoPros, those are pretty sick. Just, you gotta watch out for that GoPro effect, because sometimes it makes it a little less steezy than it is.
Yeah, especially with the new GoPro Max, the 360 camera.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I want to get one because I want to go rock climbing, and I want to mount it like on a stick, so I can capture everything around me. Yeah. I would say that's worth it because it's 360, shoots 6K.
Yeah, the 360 one, it's got 2 cameras on each side, right? Or just one camera on each side? Yeah. Before that, they had the GoPro Cube, which you put in 9 GoPros into a box.
$5,000.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, they definitely they went from real expensive to pretty cheap. Yeah, they're making some improvements. I feel bad for whoever bought the GoPro Cube and put 9 cameras in.
Could you imagine putting that on your head?
I don't
think it went like
I don't think it mounted on your head. I've seen videos of people, they like toss it up in the air.
Yeah.
And it makes it look like they're on a really, like a little planet. I like that. Those videos are cool. Like Studio C, they kind of had an intro like that for a bit, back when they were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, rip Studio C.
Yeah. No offense.
Yeah, none taken. I'm not on Studio C, so I can't take the offense. So do we got anything else?
No.
Alright, so that will conclude this segment, and for the next one, we're going over his TikTok cringe, and like I said earlier, yes it is. We're just going to make fun of it, kind of. We're not asking the question. We've already got the answer. We're just going to make fun of it, you know? Alright, maybe we'll have another ad. Maybe we won't. Who knows? See you at the next segment.
Hey, hopefully we're back from an ad. And that begs the question, is TikTok cringe?
Why? Yes, it is. We just watched a little bit of TikTok just to
refresh
jog our memories about all the cringy moments. I have one word. Furries. I don't know what they're thinking. They're like, I'm an animal. I'm gonna spend $1,000 on this freaking animal fursuit and
I'm gonna
act like a retard.
That is something funny right there.
Are you a furry?
Dax ain't supporting.
No. Yeah, dude. TikTok full of weird people.
I ain't no furry.
It's less cringy when they just like use music and they use just like they write down words on the screen instead of like actually speaking. Because there's a couple actors on TikTok, like famous ones, like real actors, and then there's the people that try and act themselves
and are failing.
Yeah, just stop.
It's like, ooh.
Just if you are speaking on TikTok, just delete the app off your phone and don't make another TikTok, please. And then on TikTok, just like PewDiePie, there is no original content. Everything is just a copy of the last thing just to get views.
Over and over and over again.
Like there's
learning how to do dances.
Yeah.
It's cringy.
Yeah, teaching dances is really cringy.
Yeah, it is.
And like screaming into the camera is cringy too. And then I will admit, TikTok does have a couple funny videos, and you know why? It's because they take videos that were never on TikTok on the first place, and then they put them on TikTok.
Or it's like the original idea.
Yeah, or it's the one in a million original idea.
Yeah.
Like I like Star Wars, so I saw this Star Wars TikTok and I thought it was pretty funny because it was Anakin killing the younglings. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give this guy a follow. And then like the next day I see a video of him like dressed up as Anakin Skywalker, and he just, yeesh. It's not a look he could pull off. Only Hayden Christensen can pull that off.
Dang.
And it's just filled with weird people doing unoriginal things.
TikTok is addictive for some freaking reason.
Yeah, I hate TikTok, but I find myself occasionally scrolling through it, and then like an hour passes, and I'm like, yo, what the heck? Where'd the time go?
How the frick am I on here still?
Yeah, it's just...
With videos that are only 15 seconds to 60 seconds long, time passes, and you're like, holy crap.
And you can't really do 60-second long ones because, like, I don't have that kind of attention span. What do you think? I got time for a minute to watch TikTok? No, I'm going to be watching TikTok for an hour. I got to fit in as many TikToks as I possibly can.
Not 60
seconds in a TikTok, because then our attention span just fails. You go to the next one, skip it, right?
Oh, yeah, it's just... And they need to allow TikToks that are less than 15 seconds. Because videos that I find real funny are ones that just, like, they pop up on
really
your screen
short
for
clips.
a second. They're really short. And it just goes to the next one, and it's funny. And you're just like, wait a minute, I gotta watch that again. And you just watch it over and over and over. Just TikTok doesn't have that kind of
and you're not waiting
support for that right
for
now.
something.
Yeah. And then there's all the e-girls, the e-thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
That are like, oh, look at me, I'm pretty, so I'm gonna just
Let me
Do
show you.
inappropriate things.
do inappropriate things or dress thoughtily, or not even, or they just like film themselves for like 15 seconds, and then they got tons of views and likes because all the freaking
And they do
all the
freaking weird
simps are like,
dances.
dang girl,
They're hot.
you hot. And
Me,
it's just like, bro,
personally,
get a life.
I don't want no girl like that.
Oh, no, dude, we ain't need no thoughts. Trust no thoughts. That's what it says on the dollar bill with
Yeah.
George
You
Washington.
have to look really hard at the forehead with the magic sunglass.
So there are a couple good ones. Like we just watched one that was like, yeah, I have kids in my basement, and then like it was an acronym, kids in my basement, and they were about to say what K stood for, and then Carl Weezer cuts in and he's like, there is no meme here, Jimmy. Give me your croissant. And like that one was like the most funny thing I've ever seen on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
If you want to watch funny videos,
Go onto YouTube and look up funny
Look
videos.
up
Yeah.
fails. Look up parkour fails. You'll find one. Boom.
Instagram is a better TikTok than TikTok,
Yeah.
I've got to say. And then TikTok, all Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, every social media is just reposting TikToks. And it's so annoying. It's like, no, get off of here. You're cringe. I want you to stay in TikTok. I'll watch you when I want to watch stupid videos for an hour for some reason. But right now, I want to watch deep fried memes of me and the boys going to get beans. I don't want to watch no freaking e-thoughts just say some stupid crap for clicks, you know?
Exactly.
And then like 90% of the TikToks I see on Instagram aren't even like actual TikToks. They're like TikTok ads. It's like, hey, have you seen this game? Go play it. And it's like those stupid ads that are like, my mom versus my dad. It's like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Is your dad a
The
pro
mom's
gamer?
winning.
No,
Yeah.
my favorite TikToker, Tyler Ninja Blevins.
Wow.
He hasn't made a single cringy TikTok.
Yet.
It is kind of dumbfounding because, like, it's Ninja Blevins. He's no stranger to controversy. The other day, he's like, Ninja pacifiers, I want your baby sucking on me. And then he's like, wait, no, that came out wrong. And that was a bit controversial. But now that's the biggest thing on TikTok. You know, Ninja, he can't be cringe. He's like an opposite magnet to the cringe. He unmagnets it. He pushes it away. Nice fart, Daxton. You could put that on TikTok and you'd get lots of views. It was pretty cringe though, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Alright, so the verdict is TikTok is cringe. Now that this segment is over, please follow us on TikTok at Utahlk Official. We hope you have a good day. Goodbye. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to the end of this podcast. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, we would really appreciate it if you would head over to our Instagram at Utahlk Official and like and follow us there, and then click on our link tree in our bio to like and follow us on all our other medias so that we will be able to produce more podcasts for you and so that we can grow more. We really enjoyed filming this episode, and we wish you a good day or a good night. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.